I'm Kate Comini. Bodies, an exhibit at the Carnegie Science Center. They are yellowish, dry, naked, and wrinkled. One is posed in a come hither posture, hand under his head, ankle crossed, over his knee, penis semi-erect. Another is kicking a soccer ball. One holds a tennis racket, muscles taut. The next exhibit displays the skin from a whole body, scalp to toes, including nails, hair on head, and pubes. My own skin prickles. We lose millions of skin cells every day. 70% of our house dust is dead skin cells. Lighted display cases with lungs and kidneys, bones, and veins are scattered about the darkened room. I scan the coronary arteries, find the spot where my aneurysm is, and point it out to you. We find the part of the hip bones where yours is wearing out. Holding hands, we move on to the reproductive organs, reading facts about 250,000 eggs at birth, fertilization. The fetal exhibit has a sign at the entrance to a sheltered room. This display may disturb some people. Caution is advised. The tiny body of the 4-week fetus floats at the top of the container, smaller than my pinky nail. Perfectly formed body, no face. Later, at home, we make love for hours. I'm going to change the tune. The cornfield on Avenue D. It is the early 40s, before the mines drain into the creek, turning it orange with rust and sulfur. Every few years, the land is enriched when the Loyalhanna Creek spills over its banks, washing rich, loamy soil onto the fields. The mid-July corn is sweet and tender. Farmer William takes our dollar and trusts us to pick just the 3 dozen we pay for. Our mouths water, we count carefully. The sweat trickles down our backs as we snap ears from stalks in the hot afternoon. In the backyard, my brother and I shuck, stuffing the mess, the silk and leaves into brown paper sacks. Mom slices tomatoes, puts a huge pot of water on to boil. Grandma sniffs, corn is for pigs, in her thick German accent. When we smell it, it is done. Juicy kernels stick to our cheeks, greasy with butter.
Good evening. I'm Judith Dorian. Insensate in perpetuity. When you ripped me away from myself, as chunks came away bleeding, mutilated, and I thought I wouldn't survive, but I did, somehow. Somehow survived, yet never again was the same as I was. I thought at first I couldn't blame you. Could I? And then I did. Again and again over the years. Again and again over the decades. That is, when I wasn't blaming myself. That is, when I wasn't blaming my fate. Again and again over the years. Again and again over the decades. Blaming and shaming, so that to this day I no longer know where the pain begins and I begin. No longer know where the pain ends and you begin. No longer know whether I still can feel pain, anger, or anything. Sea anemone. The murky waters part, weightless, poised, buoyed by a lily pad I float empty as a coffin, unseeing as the docile sky. Near the conservatory, beyond the pool's confines, yellow bellies of grass pressed flat against an earth parched as ash. Desiccated sassafras branches twist upwards away from Monday morning cars, whose belching tailpipes send in a fluvium of black clouds into a joyless ride. Traffic races through the park, chases the stuttering wind, erases quietude with confounding rancid noise. Weightless and poised I float, strands of hair entangled with seaweed and lily stalks, a slimy rope I grasp to slip deeper into the cool, deeper down to measureless caverns, ever deeper down past crumbling palaces and ancient creatures of the sea. There, on a shifting morass of shells and hard-packed sand, you beckon. Your mouth, a strange, wondrous efflorescence, sings to me. Your mouth, a now closed, now open wound, speaks to me in indecipherable tongues. I cannot not come to you. I advance toward your tentacles that spark and coil around me. Paralyzed, I fall into a dark sleep, the music of desire and the poison of your sting, my lullaby.